Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Ocean's Pit. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I am too, folks. It's a little fall, not muggy. It's beautiful outside. It's fall. You gotta love this type of weather. I'm sorry, I'm looking at something. Anyway, check the website TonyOceanMusic.com and give us a call at 847-769-8609. Today is Thursday, October 12th. And boy, what a week it was with the kicking off, of course, with the Columbus Day Parade, which was so nice. Ron Onesti and the Italian organization. It was a big turnout. If you guys just joining us today for the first time, Monday, going down State and Wacker on our own Tony Ocean float. It was great. Channel 7 covered it, and it was a lot of fun. And again, thank you again to Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair, Mike and Gigi, Sal from Deutsche Power Center, and Danny and Robin from Armando Supermarkets. They were the number one sponsors for the Columbus Day float. And then, of course, the big send-off for Mama D on Tuesday was at Michael's Funeral Parlor in Schaumburg. Again, overwhelming thank you for all the food and flowers and texts and cookies and everything that people sent, and just all that you people showed up. It was just overwhelming. It really was, to the family. And again, it's fantastic. And God bless you all. Mama D would be proud, and she went out her way. I'm sure she was looking down with a big smile on her face. And we're going to miss her every day. Ocean's Pit is Monday through Friday at noon, 12 o'clock. Funny, as you can tell, usually Thursdays, Laura's is with me. But Laura will be back next Thursday, and then she'll be ready to get back into a normal life, because it's been up and down with her and the whole family. So she'll be back with us on Thursday. All right, folks. Now, please, every show is dedicated to the first responders, and mostly it's dedicated also to people like you who sit and watch the show every day. Whether it's on the Tony Ocean Show Facebook page, on the Mo Carraro Facebook page, we're on X, formerly Twitter, we're on YouTube, we're on LinkedIn, and we're on the Ocean's Pit Facebook page. Like it, share it, and let everybody know about the show, folks, Monday through Friday at noon. And we want to go right to the nitty gritty. We're going to go right to our sponsors, folks, our good friends from Ace Hardware, Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville. Buy a local, shop a local. That's what we're talking about when it comes to Ace Hardware, folks. And they are the best. They got some great deals going. But right now, don't wait for the first snowfall to service your snowblower. They offer small engine repair tune-ups at all of their locations. Tune-up in a single-stage snowblower is just $105 plus parts. Check out the unique selection of fall and Halloween decor. A lot of good stuff happening, and I'm sure they got Christmas stuff ready, Thanksgiving stuff ready. That's Ace Hardware is the place. Buy local, shop local. Ace has been helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Absolutely, our good friends from Ace. And let's not forget our good buddies from Deutsche Power Center. That's right, my good friend Sal from Deutsche Power Center out of Elgin, Illinois. Now, folks, Deutsche has been in business for over 100 years. It's very, very important to let people know that they've been servicing the construction and diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. That's Deutsche Power Center. Call Sal at 224-276-6550. Tell them Tony O sent you. That's Deutsche Power Center. Absolutely. Roy McCampbell, attorney at law, for a great lawyer. Check out my good buddy, Roy McCampbell. Will get the job done. A statewide law practice that is client-focused and results-driven. Call them at 708-275-4764. That's Deutsche Power Center. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. It is Thursday. Boy, the week is just flying. Let's see who is watching today. Michael, good afternoon, my friend. Stella in the house. Lillian, great seeing you on Tuesday. Thank you, Lillian, for coming to my mother's wake. Everybody, Marion, I hope you're okay. I love the fall, too. Dennis, Lake Geneva is in the house. Nitty gritty, you like that? You don't see that words too often. Dick, say it again. Dick, I want to thank you so much for sending the flowers. Thank you so much to the wake, you and your family. I love you, my brother. Dick, say it again with my good buddy Dick, say it. Pina, how you doing? Kathy Eppolito in the house. Mary Tark, happy 71st birthday to my old dear friend George Tark up in heaven. 71 years old. He is missed every day. And so are you, Mary of Oconomowoc. I hope you're doing well, and give my best to George Jr. Dominic in the house. Great news about your daughter, my friend. God bless. She's doing great. Good for you, my friend, and good for her. Kathy Cundiff, how you doing? Kathy, Danny Ramonde, we'll see you Saturday. The beautiful wedding we're doing. Helen Tenuta, great seeing you last night. Peter Prado. Kathy, thank you for coming to the wake, too. Some of these people I didn't get a chance to thank for coming to the wake on Tuesday. Nina, thank you guys for coming as well. Emo from Florida. Albert in the house. Carol, how you guys doing? So, great stuff. Let's get right to Armando Supermarkets. Danny Manzi, buy local, shop local, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin. And Mike and Gigi from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. For all your collision auto repair needs, go to crashchampions.com. My salute to all of you today. God bless. It's a gorgeous day now. Folks, I don't know how many days left. Maybe 88 more days till the Chicago Music Cruise 2024. January 7th to January 14th. We'll be live on the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, Wonders of the Seas. It's going to be great. Now, there was a little change. Some people are going, oh! The little change that happens when you're on cruise ships, folks. Originally, Florida, Coco Key, Bahamas, St. Martin, and St. Thomas. Well, they had some difficult problems, so they had to move St. Thomas. Now that cruise ship will still be starting off in Florida, still going to Coco Key, Bahamas, beautiful, the Bahamas. Still going to St. Martin, folks, but St. Thomas has been moved. Now we'll be at San Juan, Puerto Rico. Yep-a-ba-ba-boo! Either way, we're on a ship. We're going to be in a tropical place like Puerto Rico, and that's beautiful as well. So let's not all get crazy over here, folks. It's out of our control, but we will be going to Puerto Rico. Luann, how you doing? Jill, Tony, Toto, my brother, Dakota from Las Vegas, Nev in the house. Angelo, Steubenville, Ohio is watching. There's better music in Puerto Rico. Thank you, Dakota. Go see Mary at ntdvacations.com for more updates. And don't forget, the final payment was due October 1st. Well, it's most important, too, that you guys booked your hotel the night before. Book your shuttle to make sure you get from the hotel to the cruise ship, or you won't be able to join us. And most importantly, folks, something called a drink package, because it's expensive. Pop and coffee is not free, folks. So whoever rumored that, no, it's all charged. But drink package, you won't have to worry about that, will you? So make sure you jump on that package. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, last night, again, we apologize. We were not at Capri, Asteria Capri in Downers Grove at the Doubletree Hilton Hotel. Unfortunately, our good friend Joey and Gigi and Rito family, their father died. Filippo passed away. So that show was canceled last night. But we'll be back there Wednesday, November 8th. In the meantime, I had a Wednesday off. And I got a chance to go. I don't get a chance really to go out and see a lot of live acts because I'm always working. So right down the street from my house at Rosario's, we got to, thank you, Dennis, nothing is free. Let's remember that. So the Jersey Girls were at the Rosario's. We got to meet their cousin Sonny, Tommy, everybody, Jerry Jam, Sal. And we got to have fun. It was great seeing Susan and the crew. Great seeing Fred and everybody and Kathy, and Dave Zabel. It was just great seeing, and Regina Karma showed up. So it was a lot of fun. I got to sing with the Jersey Girls, and it was a great time. Everybody, thank you. So that's why we were off. But tonight, we'll be at Donnie G's in Elmwood Park. New starting time, not 7 o'clock, but 6:30 to 9:30 tonight on North Avenue. That's Donnie G's. Hope to see you guys tonight, me and Jerry Jams. Friday, we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Double T, Tony Toto. And Saturday, I got a wedding. I'm excited about this wedding. It's going to be a big one. It's a new place in Rosemont, but I got to play with the band, which is great. Danny Raimondi, Tony Toto, Jerry Jams. And we got Daniela Croco from the Jersey Girls. So it's going to be a lot of fun Saturday. So that's the only two private gigs we have open to the public this week. Tonight at Donnie G's and tomorrow at Chicago Prime Steakhouse. The big one that we're talking about, folks, is Sunday, October 29th. It's going to be at the Des Plaines Theater. Ron Onesti producing my show called Tony Ocean's Tribute to Dean Martin. Memories are made of this. backed by Nick Sahajas' big band, and we got some special guests, Elliot Winbush, Regina Karma, Bill Saratella, and who knows who's going to be walking through that door. But it's going to be stories, songs, film clips, and of course, the great songs and talent. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to that. Susan, you got it, honey. Great seeing you last night, my dear friend. Thank you. Again, Susan, thank you for all the cookies and everything that you brought. And the beautiful tray that you brought everything to the wake. Oh, I'm just closing the door here again because Zoe is on the prowl. And we have Brad, our friend Brad, he's the handyman. He does painting jobs. So if you ever need a painter, he's very good doing his stuff. So that's going to be a busy week. But we got a lot of good things to talk about, folks. And it's just amazing, again, the love and everything that we received and people coming out. And it's still hard for us to grasp the whole thing, but we do really appreciate it very much. Very, very cool party. All right. So tomorrow morning, actually tomorrow we won't have Ocean's Pit. We're going to be on, TV tomorrow, folks. Yes. If you're in the Wisconsin area, in the Milwaukee area, actually, Ocean's Rat Pack, Bill Saratella, Elliot just me and Bill Saratella. Elliot couldn't make it, but we're going to be on the WISN 12 o'clock news. There you go. So, Dennis, anybody in Wisconsin that picks up the Milwaukee channel 12 news, that's going to be tomorrow. We're going to be on about 11:15. Me and Bill Saratella from Ocean's Rat Pack. We'll be talking about Ocean's Rat Pack stuff, but mostly we're there to promote our nomination for Ocean's Rat Pack at the Josie Awards, which is happening next Sunday in Nashville, Tennessee, at the Grand Ole Opry. Not only was Ocean's Rat Pack nominated for Best Tribute Band, but Ocean's Pit again was nominated again for Best Internet Independent Internet Show. The Josie Awards are the #1 independent music award show at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville. I won last year. Ocean's Pit won last year. Nick Hodges, Ronnie B. A lot of Chicago people have won this award. It's an incredible honor. First of all, you're at the Grand Ole Opry. You're in Nashville, Tennessee. Red carpet, the whole thing. It's fantastic. It's for all artists who are full-time artists trying to make it. They have not been discovered yet. So it's for the independent artists that are busting their chops doing their living. And Ocean's Pit was won last year, and this year we're nominated. Hope to win it 2 years in a row. So I'm very excited about that. Nomination. Thank you, Peter Prado. Thank you, my brother. All right, so a lot of good stuff. Let's get right to it. All right, so we talked about that. Very good. Now, a couple other things here, folks. What's very important. Well, baseball season is coming to the end, as we know that. But here, whether it's baseball, whether it's basketball, whether it's hockey, whether it's football, the object of the game, the purpose of the game is to win. Win. That is the object of these players, these teams, these owners. They need to try to win. And there's a lot of teams. Chicago Cubs, White Sox, Hawks, Bulls, Bears. They don't care to win technically. Everybody goes off on the New York Yankees because they spend money to try to win. Is it winning a championship? Is it paying to win? Isn't that the object of the game? You have a team, you have owners, you have mucho bucks because you're charging lots of money for these games. They're paying these players lots of money. So you want them to win. They want them to win. Cubs have never, 1 year, I think they actually spent money with Epstein, and look what happened. Theo Epstein came in from Boston, and you won a World Series. So a lot of teams want to lose, so they get the best draft pick, whatever that is when it comes to football or basketball or hockey. Spend the money. The Bears don't care. They sell out their stadiums. Wrigley Field is sold out all the time. White Sox Park is a beautiful park. Their own fans don't even go to them. Well, even when they win the World Series. So stop going off on the big cities who actually want to spend. It doesn't mean they're going to win, but the object, and it is about profit. It's about business. You're absolutely right, Danny Mazzi, my good friend Danny, of course. Again, Armando Supermarkets, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. Buy local, shop local. But it's for the fans. The fans are the ones that are getting cheated because here's a parent. I don't know what it could cost to park $90 to park at Wrigley Field, and whatever the popcorn or the hot dog or the beer and the program and the T-shirt and the jersey and the hat and the baseball bat, $300, $400, $500 at least if you're with a family of 3 or 4. Sit at home and watch the game. Remember a couple years back when they boycotted, they didn't go to Wrigley Field, and then the strike came and everything like that. But you got to do it. It's for the people, man. It's for the fans that go out there and bust their butt. As long as the attendance is good, the money is coming in. That's all that matters. Strictly business. And you gotta and thank you, Albert. You're right. You gotta thank the diehards that keep going there, knowing that if you're a Cubs fan, Bears fan, you know you're going to lose every year, but you still go. So you gotta give credit to those diehard fans that go out and support the Chicago teams. And I'm sure this happens everywhere else. I'm just speaking about our city that we're in. No participation trophies are allowed. There you go, Michael. Good point. But it is about having fun. It is. But when you have that, and then when you get some of these ball players that when you get a chance to get close to them, can you sign my ball? It's for my kid. No, they don't do it. Now, there's a lot of them that do sign and take pictures, which is fine. But there's a lot of them, and I'm going to name a few. I don't need to name a few. Michael Jordan in general. You know what? I'm sorry, can't sign that ball. You know how much that ball is going to be worth. It's for my kid or whatever. Come on. For your fans. If you can't stop and take a picture for your fans, if you can't stop and sign a ball for your fans or a jersey for your fans who are paying for those tickets, those are the ones who are supposed to be. I mean, you're doing it for the fans, even us musicians. Or even some of the big popular musicians. Oh, no time. If I have to sign yours, then I have to sign all these. Why not? All these people sitting in line paid for your new CD, paid for a concert ticket, downloaded your new song. Humble. Remember where you guys started from. Remember that. Very, very important. I remember when groceries, $200 worth of groceries would fit in the back of the trunk of your car. Remember? Now, $200 worth of groceries, 3 bags will fit in your passenger seat. Come on, you used to go shopping, get the trunk open, put everything in. $200 now. That's maybe 2 to 3 bags of groceries, $200-300. Depends on what you're buying. Same with the gas, people bitch, but they buy it. They can't live without it. You're right, Albert. They can't. You're absolutely right. Groceries. Unbelievable. Hey, Stigman Valley woman. This is Northern Illinois. 3rd prize for the biggest pumpkin she grew. 1,600 pounds. 3rd place, named Baby. So that's great. It made the news. 3rd place. But in Michigan, 1st place, 2,749 pounds for a pumpkin. So Michigan won 1st place. Wow. That's pretty cool, actually. I don't know what I would do with that pumpkin, but God bless you. Patrick Haig in the house. Easy, easy. Oh, you know what it's time for, folks? Here's something I have not done in such a long time. I think it's time. That's suspicious. That's right. It's time for That's Suspicious, folks. Hunter Biden. Gun charges dismissed. Dropped. Charges dropped. Hunter Biden. No shit. Really? That's suspicious. There you go, folks. I know how much you love That's Suspicious, but that's what it's about. Gun charges. Hunter dropped. Now, let's put it this way. Right, guys? I mean, if there was your gun charges, we'd all be in jail right now, wouldn't we? Oh, there you go, Mary. $29 for toilet paper yesterday. I hate replying to Jill, where you always get more bang for your buck. There you go. Shocker, Kim Peterson LaFew. Kim, great seeing you last Friday at Chicago Prime, and thank you for coming to the wake. You are a sweet angel, my dear friend. Cost a bunch to wipe your butt. There you go, Mary. But yeah, Hunter Biden, gun dismissed. Oh, the most crooked people. Oh my God. Talk shows are back. Late night talk shows, daytime talk shows. To Drew Barrymore, came back during the strike, and she still went on the air. Got a lot of shit from the writers. Now, when the writing strike is over, now that it's over, her two main head writers refuse to go back to work with her. She should have sat out like everybody else. Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy! I am Ozzy. I am not an animal. Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne. His lovely wife, Sharon Osbourne, was manager when it's keeping him probably still alive. He's going to put out a brand new Ozzy Osbourne museum because she's got so much stuff. That'll be kind of cool. Go to Ozzy's hometown and you can go see the Ozzy Museum. Interesting stuff. General in the house, Herbie Gaines. Ridiculous, my friend. You're absolutely right. Maybe he had a toy gun like he used to have when he was a kid. There you go, Emil. Now, gentlemen out there, single gentlemen out there, this is mostly goes to the gentlemen. Guys, when you're looking for dates and girls, remember one thing. If you found a lady and you get to the car that she's driving, if all four of her tires are the same brand, be careful, because that woman knows what she's talking about. Thank you. George from Plainfield sent me that this morning. He goes, Tony, be aware. He was going on a date, I guess, and he had a girl who had all four of the same tires, at her car. And said, he goes, boy, this one's a real tough one. Yeah, there you go. So some stuff you need to learn. Another thing like that, folks. Fox News. Listen to this. Crazy stuff that's happening, right? You hear this crap all the time. How about this? Oklahoma woman shoots their daughter, her own daughter, dead. But she was aiming at a stray dog. She tried to shoot a stray dog. Instead, she shoots her own daughter. What is going on with this crazy world? First of all, shooting a dog. Second of all, you just killed your kid. This is the stuff that's making headlines, folks. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Hope you guys are having a great day. You know what it's time for, folks? Now, remember the old TV shows. Sanford and Son, Archie Bunker, All in the Family, Jeffersons, Good Times, Family Feud. Family Ties. You can go down the list. Mary Tyler Moore, Dick Van Dyke, Andy Griffith. The shows were fantastic. But you ever wonder some of the names of some of the characters? There's a couple here that we put together. You always knew them by their first name, but you never knew their last names. Here we go. Let's find it out. Let's go to back a Western, if you do remember a Western. Rawhide, starring Clint Eastwood. If you watch the show, his name was Yates. That's all they ever called him, Yates. Anybody know his first name? Gunner. Gunner Yates was his name. See, they never give you the last names. The Lucy Show. This is after the one with Ricky and Ethel and the Mertzes. This is when Lucy was divorced, and so was Ethel. And her name in real life was Vivian Vance, but they still called her Vivian, was her best friend. But her last name was Bagley. You never heard her last name, Bagley, in the show, Lucy Show. Lost in Space. It was Dr. Smith. Oh, the pain, the pain, the pain. There you go, Rowdy. Thank you, Patrick. Rowdy Yates. There you go. Dr. Smith. Zachary Smith was his name. If you ever watched Lost in Space. I still love these great shows. Love these great shows. Floyd the Barber. Handy. Floyd the Barber. Lawson. Floyd Lawson was his last name. I Dream a Genie. Dr. Bellows. Arthur Bellows was his first name. Arthur Bellows. Beverly Hillbillies, Mr. Drysdale, guy that owned the bank. They give him a hard time all the time. Mr. Drysdale's first name was Milburn Drysdale, Beverly Hills. And Hogan's Heroes, Colonel Klink. Hogan, Wilman Klink. You gotta love this stuff on those old shows. They just don't make them like that anymore. At least they're not taking that serious anymore. You know what I mean? It's pretty crazy as it is. Miles Green, my good friend, how are you doing? And again, as like I said yesterday, and I say again, I stand with Israel. What's going on with this crazy world? The list just goes on of horrible things that are happening in this world, folks. And if we don't think, I don't know. It's coming to the point where we really have to worry about our children, our future. Get about this. Illinois gambling revenues reached a record $2 billion. This was in 2022. And gambling in the state of Illinois reached $2 billion. Unbelievable. Happy 40 years to my good friend Susan, the closer Jambroni. Buying or selling, Susan is the one. Congratulations, Susan. 40 years in the business. That's pretty cool to be doing what you're still doing. It's birthday time and anniversary time, so let's get right to it. The great Italian crooner Al Martino celebrating a birthday. Larry Feinstein, better known as Larry Fine from the Three Stooges, celebrating a birthday. From REO, the band from Champaign, Kevin Cronin, the lead singer, celebrating a birthday. Great blues guitar player that we lost here in the Chicagoland area, J.B. Ritchie, celebrating a birthday. Disney, 52 years. God, Walt Disney's got to be looking down going, what the hell happened to the magical kingdom? Because a lot of people still go there. Prices sky high. But all that stuff, that the whole woke thing with Disney, I'm sorry, I'll never go back. That's just me. Brian Johnson, the lead singer of AC/DC, celebrates a birthday. One of the greatest, coolest badasses, Armand Assante. Loved him in Gotti, and he played a lot of great movies. Great. The great silent actor Buster Keaton, celebrating a birthday. Steve Miller, the Joker, Jet Airliner, great, Take the Money and Run, the great Steve Miller. Brian Connolly from one of my favorite bands called Sweet. Of course, he's not with us anymore. Brian was the lead singer, celebrating a birthday. Take your damn dirty hands off me, you goddamn ape. We're talking about Charlton Heston. Happy birthday, Charlton Heston from Planet of the Apes. Alicia Silverstone. Did she play Batgirl or Supergirl or something like that? I don't know. 47 years old. Former Chicago Bull Derrick Rose turns 35 years old. Liv Schreiber, 56 years old. Ellis Morales always played the bad guy, 61 years old. Andy Devine. And those old westerns. I'm Andy Devine. Remember him in those old westerns? I used to love watching him. Very cool. Barry Williams, better known as Greg Brady from the Brady Bunch, celebrating a birthday. T-Rex, Tyrannosaurus Rex. Actually, when he was first found, he was named Osborne. In 1905, 118 years, T-Rex celebrating. My buddy Eric Todd, his son Ethan, turns 21 years old. Ethan, happy birthday. And Superdog, 75 years in the business. I know how much Albert loves Superdog. That's right. Hey, Pat Lenzini, how are you doing, my dear friends? Guys, but your wife is a box of candy today. It's Sweetest Day. All right. I did not know that. It was Sweetest Day. Don't gamble. I tried it once. I don't gamble. What happened to Estate Fest and Gunsmoke and the whole name? Ball busting. There you go, Ronnie B. Hope you're doing well. Me and Ronnie, Nixa Hodges, and a whole bunch. We're going to be up at the Josie Awards in Nashville, Tennessee next Saturday and Sunday at the beautiful Grand Ole Opry. We're excited. Another great story. These are stories that are making the headlines, folks. This is according to People magazine. This is a teacher someone that you respect, that you know they're going to look at your kids and take care of your kids at school. Well, you know the teachers can't do it like they used to anymore. But some of these teachers you got to watch out for. Some of them are a little whacked out, like this one here. Teacher accused of raping a boy, claiming in her recording that she was pregnant with his kid. Now, you hear a lot of those stories. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with these people? Happy Canadian Thanksgiving. For all my Canadian friends that are watching, happy Canadian Thanksgiving here in October. For all you Billy Joel fans, you know how much I love Nick Sahajas, does a great Billy Joel and Elton John show. But the real Billy Joel is making, just celebrated his 100th performance at Madison Square Garden. He played Madison Square Garden, one of the greatest places in the world to perform at, 100 times. Billy Joel. Very cool. Probably Springsteen's probably right there, maybe even more. I'm not sure, but congratulations to Billy Joel. And we were speaking of playoffs in baseball, Philadelphia Phillies. I don't think Philadelphia's even in it anymore. But at the time, during one of the games, a fan that no one knows spent $4,500 on beer for a certain section at the playoff game for the Phillies. Now, 4,500 is probably 8 beers. No, I don't know, but I'm just saying 4,500 he spent on just beers for a certain section in Philadelphia during the Phillies game. Last week, I chose Gene and Juge over Superdog. I saved over half of what I've spent there. There you go. Okay, so the Phillies are still in the playoffs. Thank you, Peter. Did not know that. I stopped following. Once my Yankees are out, I stopped following. So, but thank you, Peter. Happy birthday to my buddy Joey from Mojo's Jukebox. Our drummer, Joe. You have a great birthday, buddy. Things you should do about diets. I didn't realize this. People, it's very important. If you're going to skip anything, don't skip breakfast. They say skip lunch if you have to. Eat your breakfast and eat your dinner, but do not eat lunch. I guess if you want to lose weight, easy on the fruit. A lot of people eat a lot of fruit. You got to watch out with the sugar intake on that. I didn't realize that. I thought all fruit was good, but I guess some of it is not that great. Matt Damon celebrating a birthday, 53 years old. Barney Fife would have been 99 years old. The great Don Knotts celebrating a birthday. Taylor Swift. Oh, I don't know how many people are into this. My daughter Gianna's crazy about it. I guess she's a Swiftie, if they call her. She had a movie coming out. The Eras Tour. It's a film. It's a documentary about the film of her concert, whatever. Advanced tickets, because it's not out yet, but tickets went on sale when this funny thing comes out. I think comes out next year. Already $100 million in tickets already sold to this theater show, this movie, this film. Not even really live. It's a film of her performing live. $100 million. That's when you got money to blow. I'm not a fan myself. Blackhawks are looking good. Okay, Dennis, there you go. I haven't been following them either. There you go. John Cougar Mellencamp, better known just now as John Mellencamp, celebrates a birthday. Ricky Phillips used to be in a band called the Babies back when in the 80s, one of my favorite bands along, but now he's been in the band Styx from Chicago for a long time. Ricky Phillips celebrating a birthday. And one of Chevy Chase. Remember Chevy Chase? Of course, Saturday Night Live and a lot of National Lampoon movies, great movies. And of course, former President Jimmy Carter. 99 years old, Jimmy Carter. 99 years old. And talking about money, because people can blow money. You know, people say some people, we don't have this, don't have that. But there's a lot of people who have like throwaway money. Now, you have rich people, then you have the throwaway money where you can just fuck it. Look at this. This is a place in South Florida, if you love to golf. Now, golfers out there who are into their golf, they're really into golf. It's like, the matching pants and the right shoes and the hands, and they don't go talking. Shh, be quiet while you're golfing. I mean, they really get into that whole thing, which is cool if you're into that sport. But think about this. South Florida, there's a special golf course, a private golf course. For you to become a member, $1 million. a year. You are a member of this special golf course. So when you can afford to pay $1 million a year just to play golf, that's just to become a member. Money, people have it. We call it Tony Ocean money. Is that what it is? Yeah. I love my brother. Jim Jordan for Speaker of the House. I'll take Trump over the Speaker of the House, but I'll take James Jordan. Anyway, so it's time for headlines, folks. Headlines. The great Bruce Lee, martial artist, one of the best badasses ever, the great Bruce Lee said, "You will continue to suffer if you have an emotional reaction to everything that is said to you. True power is sitting back, observing everything with logic." The great Bruce Lee. Now, you could also have said that Leonard Nimoy, Dr. Spock, Mr. Spock could have said that same thing. Very cool things. Motivational stuff. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this. Remember Night Gallery? Imagine a vaccine so safe that you have to threaten to take it. For a disease so deadly, you have to be tested to know that you have it. Ring a bell? There's a sentence from Guy from New York City. How quickly the tune changed when confronted with the outcome of the cherished open border policies. NBC News. With tens of thousands of migrants arriving in blue states and cities around the country, Democrat leaders are calling now on President Joe Biden to take action. His own people are coming after him now. It's not good. Texas is sending 25 buses of migrants per day to Chicago. Where are they going to put them? I said it yesterday. I said it today. Pritzker's house. Put them in all the Hyatt hotels and let them sit there for free. I don't want them in my backyard. Do you guys want them in your house? Want them in your neighborhood? Speaking of football, which is very, very cool, the Green Bay Packers and the Las Vegas Raiders, even though the Packers lost, marked their first NFL game played at the stadium fully operated by renewable energy. Very cool. A general view of the stadium. The Las Vegas Raiders played. Pittsburgh, yeah. That's very cool. New energy now. It's all those solar panels. That's the first game to be played, Packers and the Raiders. Interesting stuff. So, and here's a nice, great story. Let's see. Her name is Lavera Walker, African-American woman born from Maryland. In Maryland, born 1914. She turned 109 years old. God bless you. Here's a quote from former President Donald Trump. Immigration is a privilege. It's not a right. And the safety of our citizens must come first without question. Now, people are going to give a lot of shit because they don't like President Donald Trump. But you have to admit, I don't care who said this. This is about our country in the United States of America. It doesn't make a difference who's the president. It just came from former President Donald Trump. It said, again, immigration is a privilege, not a right. And the safety to our citizens must come first without question. No matter who's running for office, no matter what side you're on, whatever you believe, this should be the most number one thing that you should be concerned about. Our safety of our citizens, our children, our country. That's what we should be concerned about. You don't fix a problem with a bandage. You hit the core closer to close the borders. Thank you so much, Dennis. Jerry Jams. You got that right. Prickster, put them up. You got it. Jerry Jams, great seeing you yesterday, buddy. We'll see you tonight at Donnie G's in Elmwood Park. New time, 6:30 starting time. If you're looking at the map of the United States, there aren't any blue states. There are only blue cities, if you notice that. I mean, there's a picture of the actual state. Take a look at that. That's pretty interesting stuff if you go through everything that's happening in this crazy world. National Pizza Day. Oh, National Pizza Month, October is. Also, today is National Pierogi Day. For all you people, I don't remember actually, not too keen on pierogies, but hey, God bless if you like them. Mancow Mueller, great guy. I've been on his show many times. We spent some time Monday together on the Columbus Day Parade. Illinois governor wants small Illinois towns to take non-citizens from Chicago. Us in the suburbs knew this was going to happen, folks. We knew this is coming. Emo from Florida. Saying thank you, Sandy, so much. I hope you're doing well. I came here as a privilege, and my parents were happy. My parents are rolling in the grave. What's that? My parents did the same thing, Emo. Yeah, that's the government's function. Keep us safe, Herbie. You're absolutely right, brother. It's us, our kids, our future, us citizens. That's what it's about. But you thought it was just happening in the city. Our governor, Illinois Governor Pritzker, wants small Illinois towns to take non-citizens from Chicago. Now wait till they start coming to Schaumburg, Elk Grove, Skokie, Lyndhurst, Elmwood Park. Watch what happens. 6 years after going out of business and being bankrupt, the great Toys R Us are back. They're opening 24 new stores, making another comeback. We'll open 24 new stores across the United States and will include stores at airports and cruise ships. WHP Global, the Toy Stores parent company, announced the expedition of 24 flagship stores as well as opening stores at airports. Toys R Us, man. I used to, as a kid, think about it. Remember, my dad used to take me once a week, if I was good, to Toys R Us and pick any toy I wanted. I used to still, when I see Toys R Us before, I used to be still has a warm heart and part of my body when I see Toys R Us and toys. It's just so cool. So congratulations to Toys R Us are going to be back again. NBC Food Network star Michael Sciarello dies at the age of 61 years old. Then they found out that he died of food allergy poisoning, something that he was allergic to. You gotta watch out when you're doing that stuff. People are allergic to dairy. They're allergic to shellfish and stuff like that. That could kill you. Get stung by a bee. I know people that will drop dead. So our prayers go out to Chiarello family. Going back to politics, folks, the Democrats rejected Trump's $8.6 billion to protect our borders when he was president of the United States. They rejected that. But they have given Ukraine $75 billion to protect theirs. And I don't care what side you're on. It's the same story over and over and over. Why do we always take? I got it. We want to help our neighbors. We want to help other people because we are the most powerful country in the world. Well, I don't know anymore. But why not take care of us first, man? Why is that so hard? Do you see how many homeless people, how many homeless veterans are without homes? People who fought for our country? How about some of the seniors? They want to pull the seniors out of some of these homes and put migrants in there. Why is our country, why are we the ones getting screwed here? Why are we ones like a number 10 on the list? Why? It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. Prayers, according to NBC News, our prayers go out to U.S. gymnast legend Mary Lou Retton, fighting for her life in ICU. Our prayers go out to Mary Lou Retton. And people are just athletes, celebrities, they're just dropping like crazy. Everybody, I mean, just people are passing away. Like, what the hell is going on? I'm trying, Herbie. I'm trying to preach, buddy, but we know, right? We're just trying to we're just guys, girls, ladies, and gents trying to make money, make a living, work hard, take care of our homes, take care of our family, go out and have a little holiday when we can, go a little on vacation. Is that hard to ask for a little peace in this country? Really? I mean, we're the underdogs, guys. We're the underdogs. We're the underdogs. That's it. Halloween sugar shortage threatens Halloween supply. You know how many people bought candy in the 1st of October. It's all gone because you're going to have to rebuy it again because Halloween's still 2 weeks away. But now sugar shortage. Joan Louise, it is sad, but it's true. It's because the government we have don't care about anyone but themselves. I didn't get the shot either, Dennis, but it is what it is. Sugar coming to a shortage. You want to talk about a great era and time, and I think most of you people that are watching will agree with me on this. At least I think. If your television went off the air at night with the Star Spangled Banner, you grew up in a great era. Come on. You got home, you fell asleep on the couch, got home late night, you have your sandwich, and when you wake up in the morning, oh, say, and then your TV goes, and it goes. Remember those days? And I'm going to be 61, so I got the end of that. But if you were born like in the 50s, early 60s, even in the 70s, I remember. That was the coolest thing. Knowing, oh, shit, oh, God, right? How many times we woke up hungover and sing national anthem on the TV? Or we just fell asleep on the couch, right? I mean, it was just different times back then. McDonald's, all the companies in this world, when they come out with a new product, let's give it to the United States of America. They'll buy anything. Remember years ago, folks, when something was called Evian water from the monks of the mountains of somewhere, whatever, some mountains up in the monks are making this purified water for $15 for a bottle of water, or $8, whatever it was for a bottle of water. As we fell asleep parking lot at Stayouts, Anthony, coming home from Stayouts, yes. Remember we went in when it was dark and we came out when it was light. Thank you, Anthony. I got to see your mother's sister at the wake yesterday, Tuesday. Anthony, and thank you for all the promo. All the cute promo Tony Ocean's Pitch stuff is made by Anthony Malchiodi. He made one today that was Barney Fife and Andy Griffith. Thank you, brother. Yeah. Anyway, so remember that? The Evian water made from in the mountains of Egypt somewhere, or Jerusalem, or somewhere in Alaska, somewhere, and they came down, they gave us this water. But it was in the French. Sorry, it was in the French Alps somewhere, right? Some monks made this. Give it to the United States. They'll pay $8 for water. They'll pay $12 for a cup of coffee at Starbucks. Evian, spelled backwards, is naive, folks. That's how naive the United States of America is. Just like McDonald's for years has been pushing something called the most worst sandwich in the world, called the McRib, is back. The McRib, it actually should be called the McShit, because that's what it is. Backed by popular demand, the McRib. For a limited time only. In that McRib, I guarantee you, dog, cat, squirrel, I don't know if there's any meat in it at all. The McRib, the McShit, that's what it should be called. Let's run in line and go get it. Here's what should be scaring you folks. JP Morgan thinks the barrel of oil will hit $150 a gallon. You believe this? 100, it's crazy. Peter, is nasty. Nasty is actually a nice way of saying it, but thank you, Peter. There is no meat in it. To make shit. Your reaction, folks? Former Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, a Democrat, has been evicted from her Capitol office by new Speaker temporary Patrick McHenry, Republican from North Carolina. I don't care who it is. I'm just glad that Pelosi is gone. And now her office is gone. She's going to go teach at Harvard or something. She should go teach Harvard like Dr. Fauci should be teaching medicine somewhere. Put him in the same school as Dr. Seuss and Dr. Smith and Dr. Pepper. They're probably all in the same class. Remember things. As I say, this show is dedicated to the first responders, and thank you for the gentlemen and ladies that help us and take care of us, try to take care of us. It's also dedicated to people like you who actually take your time and watch this show. I really do appreciate it. But behind every first responder, there's a family waiting for them to come home. Slow down, move over, relax. Everybody's in such a hurry to get there somewhere. Take your time, leave early. And what's most important thing that we should always remember, homeless servicemen and women should come before any refugee. This is the United States of America. And our homeless veterans, people who fought for our country to make our country free. So I can do this right now. It's because the people that fought for our country. Anything that you guys do, it's because the men and women who fought for our country, homeless now, they're kicking them out. They're asking these homeless people. I just don't understand it. No, Joan, thank you. And Dennis, thank you. And Johnny G, and thank you. People who fought for our country, my father. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. That can't be that hard of a decision, folks, right? If you're on a panel, what are you thinking here? Homeless, they fought for our country. Oh, let's forget that. Bring in these other guys. And free cell phone and free home and $2,000 a month, whatever they're getting. It drives me crazy, folks. It drives me crazy. But here's something you got to remember, too. What happened in Israel could happen in the United States of America. We have been invaded by aliens from over 160 different countries. We don't know who they are, where they are. There are so many gotaways that Biden's administration can't even keep up with them. This should be a wake-up call. This should have people scared. You don't need to be Jewish or Israeli to be outraged by the pure evil that's going on in this country. You only need to be human to understand what's going on. And if people don't think that this is wrong, you're not human, man. And I have no, what am I? A singer? I don't know much. I don't have a lot of knowledge about a lot of stuff. But I know it's right or wrong. That I know, right or wrong. Gaslighting. It's a word. What's it mean? What's it stand for? Gaslighting. The letter G, gradual distortion of the truth. A, avoiding responsibility, shifting blame. S, sowing seeds of doubt in your mind. L, lying and manipulating facts. I, invading your feelings and experiences. G, getting you to question your sanity. H, hiding their true intentions. T, twisting reality to suit their narrative. I, insisting you're overly sensitive. N, neglecting your emotions and well-being. And G, again, gaslighting is emotional abuse. Gaslighting, yes, just put up with that from a manager. From the movie Gaslight, Patrick. Gaslighting. Look it up. See the movie. Isn't it funny now that Halloween's coming up, 2 weeks? October 31st. For years, for 164 days a year, we all sit and tell our kids, do not take kids, all right, do not take candy from strangers. But on that day, go out and go to everybody's house and grab whatever you want for free. Don't take candy from strangers, but go to everybody's house. A couple times, go back around again. Thank you, Joanne. Hope you're doing well, hon. Remember all those years? Don't get in the car with a stranger. Uber comes along. Hey, how you doing? I'm gonna get in the car. You go. It's like, who cares anymore? Get all the candy you want. Driving to. I mean, it's so crazy. I would never think this. Years and years. In 1990, folks, a 34-year-old woman married a. Let me try this again. In 1990, a 30-year-old married school teacher began an affair with her 12-year-old student. I want you guys to listen to me one more time. A 34-year-old teacher. She was a married school teacher. She had an affair with a 12-year-old student. The two now have 2 daughters and eventually got married in 2005. You can't make this shit up. There you go. And Joan's a teacher. Teachers get bad raps with stories like this. There's some great teachers out there teaching our kids, trying to teach our kids, trying to do this, but their hands are tied. Thank you for what you guys do, teachers. And again, another quote by Mancow Mueller. Former President Donald Trump was the only U.S. president to make major funding cuts to Palestine's over terror. He was the only president to do that. Everybody thinks of all the bad just because of who he is. Not what he does, it's who he is. Just be safe now. Dick Sayed, my good buddy. Police safety tips. We're going to leave you with this, folks. Lock your doors, number 1. Number 2, light is your friend. Number 3, safe exchanges. Number 4, less is better. Number 5, be aware. Number 6, make others aware. And number 7, stranger danger. Number 8, don't be in plain sight. Just some safety tips. That was from the Des Plaines Police Department. My good friend Dick Sayed. Well, folks, it is come to the end of the hour, but I want to leave you with one last tip before you guys go today. If there's anything this year has taught me, it's that life changes with no warning, no matter how prepared you seem to be. And that is the truth. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. We are coming out of the end of the hour. I want to thank you all for watching, everybody. We really do appreciate it very much. Don't forget my special tribute to Dean Martin. Memories are made of this, produced by Ron Onesti with Nick Sahaj's big band. It will be Sunday, October 29th at the Des Plaines Theater. Hope you guys can come and we'll do a little Dino with me. That show's going to be at 3 o'clock, and tickets are at oshows.com. We'll be back Monday, folks, because tomorrow we'll be on live television in Milwaukee at 12 o'clock with my good buddy Bill Saratella, the new show in Milwaukee. So watch our Facebook page to find out what station and everything. So I hope you guys have an incredible weekend. God bless you all. Buy local, shop local. And speaking of buy local and shop local, we need to go to our good buddies from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Take advantage of their auto key programming at all their stores. They program and card cut the keys up to 50% less than the dealership. Visit their helpful hub to speak to certified team member and download the Ace Reward app's easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. Ace is the place. Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, and Warrenville. Buy local. Ace, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. That's our friends from Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local, support local establishments and live entertainment. Be kind to everybody, folks. It's a small world, but it's a tough one. So we all need to get together. Tonight, Donnie G's in Elmwood Park, me and Jerry Jam, 6:30 start time. Tomorrow, Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg with Double T, Tony Toto, 8 o'clock. You guys have an incredible day. Mama D, I love you, up in heaven. And guys, the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. Peace and love. Nick Sahaj is the piano man going to take us out.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Bye-bye, everybody. Have a good one.